guess we'll do this with the dash cam, not the phone cam, because got a car full of groceries. We're gonna make some grilled beef tenderloin tonight before the storm gets here. Got to have your head on a swivel driving these things in these parking lots in case you run someone over. I don't know what it is about shopping here at the Super H Mart, but you can see this lady right here, and she has no concept of, like, yeah, it's a moving vehicle. And I wouldn't be scared of a mini truck either, but they do it in front of like big full-grown trucks. Kind of silly. You know what? I don't want to go that way. We've got a blind turn off up there. People come flying over that hill even with speed bumps. As we can see, some people aren't even looking. That's why I say you gotta have your head on a swivel driving through these parking lots. These guys don't even look behind them. Very dangerous, but it is what it is. It ain't gonna get any better if you pull them out of the car and beat the hell out of them, so ain't no point. I think it's a perception thing. I think a lot of them just don't see. Something that smells good already. Woohoo! Yeah, I found, if not, I'll just cut that out and I'll start here. Because I found if you keep the music low enough, they don't copyright strike you. And I've noticed there's certain types of music that we all know and love if you're around 40, and no one copyrighted it. Like, you can look it up. No one owns the copyright to it. They don't even try to strike it, which is hilarious because I'm going to start using that as the tracks for my upcoming videos. Trying to learn how to be a good cameraman with these sunglass camera too. Sometimes you got to crane your head. Wow, I couldn't have picked a worse time to try to get out here. So what is the proper thing to do when you're waiting to turn right in a turn right only lane? Turn on your right turn sign. I mean, like, it would stand to reason. It's like I know you're going. I know what you're doing, dude. You're in the single right turn lane. But then again, hear my air brakes going. You hear the engine rev up real quick there. All of a sudden, that's what happens when you put on the air. Yeah, and I think I'll overlay either that video on top and this video. You can see where I'm looking at. They're both pretty high. I think they're both 1080p, which isn't, you know, 4K HD. I guess I should look into getting one of those cameras next. Plus, these sunglasses, they're like polarized or something. They make everything look really weird. They take a lot. I mean, they're good sunglasses, don't get me wrong. They're probably better than any cheap pair I've ever bought, but then again, they make it look funny. Like anyone with tinted glass. Like, I'm seeing his paint. I know it doesn't look like that on camera. It looks like a rainbow coming off of it. So this will be an experimental video to see what kind of music we can get away with. See if they flag it or even notice that Stan Bush track. It seems like it can recognize 5 seconds of a song. It's ridiculous. Like someone can be humming it in the background and will strike you for it. That's what I was looking at making a RV out of, and I just don't like the Transit Connect. It's front wheel drive, and I do not do front wheel drive anymore. A lot of people don't know that the entire idea to start with, the very first front wheel drive car, the entire idea wasn't for safety or to make it handle better or anything else. It was to make it cheaper to build. And so that's what you're getting with a front wheel drive car. You're getting a disposable car. And the Japanese companies are better about it than a lot, but like if you look at, for example, this car, Daihatsu Hijet, it's owned under the Toyota umbrella of companies. It's not the only car company that Toyota owns a stake in. But in Japan, Toyota basically rules supreme because they've been doing it the longest and are the best at it. And they make all kinds of cars for sale there that they don't import here, that they're not even gonna, they don't even care to try to import. They just sell us the cheap, like mass manufactured cars they make. They have I believe it's V8, I could be wrong about this, but there is Toyota makes a full-size 4-door, it's very comparable to a Crown Victoria or something, but it's a full-size front-engine, rear-drive, 4-door car. I believe it's the Toyota Crown or something like that, or Imperial or something. But they do a lot of their cars. They make cars there that they don't sell here, and they're a lot better engineered. Like, look at this thing. Getting on 26, 27 years old, and the air conditioner still blows cold. I mean, there's just no comparison to the way Japanese people do cars and anyone else does cars. There's just a huge parity in their thinking. Like if they set out to make a car, they want it to be the best car they can make. America wants to be the best car they can make while retaining a profit margin. So yeah, they will cut corners on you, they will give you garbage. I just think the big three, out of the big three, I gotta say, it's a dark day when you can basically, you can rely better on a Dodge product than you could just about anything else outside of Japan. And that's because Dodge has made a lot of new dealings and stuff with Mercedes. You know, when they bought Mercedes, they were like, forget you, you know, you're never going to be what you were, but we bought your tricks, so we want your tricks. And so they did. They really upped their game with the German techniques and methodology. And I gotta say, the last Dodge Charger, or was it a Challenger? I think it was a Challenger. Yeah, Dodge Challenger 2-door. It wasn't even the Hellcat. It was like the mid-trim, I want to say RS or something. It had a Hemi in it, had a 5.7 Hemi in it. And that thing with paddle shifters like an F1 race car, that thing was a cool car, man. It tracked real flat through the turns, handled real good. Motor was kick-ass. I gotta say, for what it was, I would have bought it. Golly, these people, look at this. Just in a hurry to get, no, watch it, they're going to be hurrying to get up to the hill and wait behind a red light. Was it really worth coming around me and going around this guy all belligerent and stuff just so you can get to the next red light faster? I mean, that's that kind of, Duluth is like that. It's full of just crap heads. And I'm being nice. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Dude, I'll come around me all belligerent and stuff. I ain't going fast enough for him. Well, is it going fast enough for you now, Paco? You're waiting at a red light. Congratulations there. Let's give you a little golf clap. You were the first one to the retard line. People like this, don't be this guy right here. This dude right here probably needs, and has probably always needed, someone to pull him aside and slap the Christ out of him, and never did. And this is why you spank your kids, people. This is why you spank your kids. Dude in a new mid-trim Chevy Colorado. And watch, if my theory about this guy is correct, because you can tell a lot about a person by the way they drive a car. Watch. If my predictions are correct, Budrow here is going to race ahead of this guy because he's got a new Colorado and it sounds cool when you rev the engine. I do not like those new Land Rovers either. Seems like everybody's trying to be. Now watch. What did I tell you? See, what did I tell you? So it appears I was right about that one. We better keep our distance from him. See, what did I tell you? He's got to get going ahead of everybody. He's got a place to be. He got things to do. But F your manners. Yeah, this rain couldn't have come at a better time, man. I mean, it's just been nice and evenly raining all year, basically. Just nice, good, even rain. Lawn and the orchard and everything out back looking marvelous. All the garden and stuff is looking great. Look at how green everything is, all the fields and everything. It's been a good year for Georgia. Hear the air brakes? That's what I call them, the air. You can literally go down and turn them on. Or if someone's on your butt, you can turn around and... Whoever that was, you see that? Somebody knew who I was. Or had seen this truck before. There was a mother and a 16-year-old girl. She's just about to get her first car, and when they were walking past, she goes, "Can I get one of those?" And they stopped and looked at it, and I was walking to it. The mom hadn't heard the name Daihatsu in a long time. Remember the Daihatsu Charade? I want to buy one because I could get one for about $1,200 right now, but I want to get one just because I'm a Daihatsu fan. That was like one of the only cars they sold here. I think that it was that and the Rocky. And the Rocky was a really cool little Suzuki Samurai clone. It was a K truck, I believe. But it wasn't a cab forward K truck, cab over engine. They were filming a movie in this neighborhood over here. And that one over there, I've got to pull that footage off of the dash cam because I crashed their set. That's the third set I've crashed near here recently. And they wave the mini truck onto the lot. They think I'm part of the crew. They're like, "Oh, who's this?" That's a cool house. conditioner though, man, it goes top. I'd have to turn it off. You have to turn it, like turn it down or turn it off, because it just gets too cold in here. And I like me some cold air blasting on me, but it gets a little too cold. Oh, that's why it's warm down here. I have my... Oh, it's over here too. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you'll a lot of times reach down behind your headlight and there's vents back there, and they do real good for keeping you cool for the most part. Like it was raining out last night and the air was nice and cool, so I opened them both up. Looks like you used a splash of gas. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and put this video to rest. Thanks for watching, everybody, and always remember, there's a wealth around you. Stay safe.